Hi everybody, I'm here today with Melissa and we're going to talk a little bit about her weight loss journey, and we've known each other for a while now and she's been through a lot, so I just want to kind of go over some of that. So you started out a few years ago with some big changes, right?
It was seven years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Basically, I've struggled with my weight my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and when I finally got to the place where I was successful with losing some weight after I found Zumba and all of that, I lost about 80 pounds, but I couldn't tell because so much of my weight was in my stomach and all the skin, and it was really discouraging. So I was working so hard and losing weight, but nobody really noticed, and I didn't
Right.
notice. The numbers were there, but I didn't really believe them because you couldn't tell. And
Yeah.
one of my friends who's a nurse suggested I come see you, and I didn't want to come. I felt like I had to lose all my weight first,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really afraid. I was really nervous to
I
come
remember.
here, and I really thought. I remember sitting here thinking she's going to walk in and tell me come back in a year or two, like when you've lost all your weight, and you didn't, and you were so kind and
thank
so supportive, and I didn't feel judged, and I felt comfortable with you right away.
Great.
And I left here knowing,
Oh.
sorry.
It's okay.
I left here knowing that you were going to make such a huge difference for me. And you did.
That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. What I remember was when you first came in, your expectations were really pretty modest.
Yeah.
I remember that, you just kind of wanted that loose tissue at the bottom removed, and that was it, and you figured that would do it. And then we did that.
Mm-hmm. And you told me ahead of time. I remember you saying, once you have this done, you're going to notice other things. And I remember being like, no, as long as this is gone, it'll be fine, and I can deal with all the other stuff. And you were right. You were right.
Right, and see, that's what I remember, and so I remember that making such a big change for you. And then, we went on and did more and sort of refined our
I still
results.
remember the day. I still remember the moment I woke up and looked down, and I was like, where did it go? Like, it's really all gone. And I remember you saying, this is going to be gone, and this is going to be mostly flat. And I remember thinking, there's no way. Like, how could she really do that? And I opened my eyes, and all the dressings and everything, but I was so taken aback. Like, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Really.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
do.
great
Yeah.
that it made such a difference.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
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 What I think too is that I find so inspiring is that, you did this with diet and exercise, and not only did you fall in love with Zumba, but you became an instructor,
I
right?
did, yeah.
So
I did.
tell us a little bit about that, because I know you teach
I
other
do,
patients, right?
I do.
that are-
I do. Zumba's obviously what empowered me and helped me lose weight. And even when I lost weight, and even after I had this, I still was super self-conscious, and it took a lot. I had to work really hard at that, and the surgery and the skin, that helped so much because I finally felt a little more normal. I mean, I'm still bigger than the average fitness instructor, but it's so much better. So much
Yeah.
better than it was. And I think because Zumba has been so powerful for me, it's helped me. Like, I've had 2 knee surgeries, I've had a car accident, and every time I'm like, I have to get back. I have to get back. My surgeon, my ortho is like, I've never met anybody more like anxious to get back to exercise, but it's because I've worked so hard, and I don't want to backslide.
Sure.
And I have a little bit, not because of just because of being injured and other, metabolic
Yeah.
issues that I have, but I know I'll keep going, and
Right.
I feel so empowered because I'm able to move more now. Like, I couldn't, my breast reduction, there was so much I couldn't do. There was so much that this was holding me back with, and it's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
You look great. And the other thing with you being a teacher and having gone through it, I've been able to send patients to you to talk to them about
Mhm.
your journey, and kind of let them know that if they find something they love in terms of physical
Mhm.
activity, it's sustainable.
Right.
It's a lifestyle change, and you can keep going
Right.
with it, and it ends up being like a lifestyle.
Huge. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's not just one magic fix or quick fix. It really has to be like a lifestyle and a lifetime commitment.
Right.
Yeah.
But you look so healthy, and
I feel
know.
so healthy. I really do. I mean, I'm not where I want to be yet. I think that's a journey like probably every woman is on,
Sure.
you know, forever. And I think like I want to do this and this and I want to, but when I look back, when I get really stuck in that place, I look at pictures and I'm like, wow, it's like huge
it's a
difference.
transformation.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
yeah.
I've seen the pictures. And
I
it's
know,
for sure
I know.
a
You're the one that
transformation.
you've made the transformation.
No,
Yeah,
that's great.
I made a decision a long time ago that even if though it's hard to talk about, I am always willing to share any part of my story with anyone. Like I've showed people my incision, my scars. Like I've been very open about it. I've shared the good, the bad, like everything, just because I feel like I don't want someone's fear of the unknown to hold them back from making such a big change.
Right.
And I've done the same thing with my Zumba journey, and I've really been passionate about like sharing where I came from to where I am. So, and I want people to feel like, oh, she did it, I can do it.
Yes.
I just had this weekend, one of my students became an instructor. I was at the training with her.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was like, that was a really cool feeling. It's like my first fledgling,
Yes.
and like she's been so empowered coming and to see her in the training and to do so well and to see how joyful she is. I was like, this is amazing.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, you inspired her
I would like to
to
think
do that.
so, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's great.
Yeah.
Let's go over the procedures you've had done, because it was an interesting order, and
Right.
you've done a few,
Right.
and I'm sure you remember.
I do. I do. So June 2011 was when I had my first procedure. So we
Yeah.
did the paniculectomy.
Right.
Then in December we did the the corset
Yeah,
Tummy
corset,
tuck?
tummy tuck.
and a
right.
breast reduction.
Yeah.
And then I think it was 2014.
Sounds about
We
right.
did the
Thighs.
thighs.
Thigh lift. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I was done.
Yes.
Oh no, you know what? The thighs, that was when we did the belt lipectomy too.
Oh yeah. Then
With
we
the
did
thighs.
the completion belt
Yes.
and the thigh lift.
Yeah, that was 2015. And I remember that was when I had my knee injury and I was insistent that I only wanted to be benched once, so I did it at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. He thought I was really crazy then. Yeah. That was probably the hardest one to recover
Yeah.
from. But as soon as I was cleared to go back, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And that was it.
Yeah, I know.
Next, I
great.
want to do my arms when I can.
Okay.
We'll see when that's going to be. I have to work that out. But
Yeah.
my plastic surgeon is the best, and I could never, ever thank you enough. And I tell people all the time,
Thank you.
God forbid, like if my children ever needed anything, I would trust you with my children without even hesitating.
Oh.
I really
thank
would,
you.
and that says a lot because I'm a very overprotective mom.
Yes.
And I wouldn't even blink. I feel like
Oh,
take them
thank
to
you,
her.
thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
truly.
That really makes my day.
yeah. I mean it too. I mean, I
Thank
really
you.
do.
That's great.
I really do. Yeah.
Thank